PodAskew podcast is a founding member of the Odd Pods Media Network.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Two things I know in this world: black and white convenience store movies and podcasting, man. So when I give you a podcast suggestion, people tend to listen. I'm about to drop some on you right now. Check out a great variety of podcasts on the Odd Pods Media Network, man. I'm talking shows Super Media Brothers, Married with Television, the 500 Section Lounge, From the Middle Podcast, PodAskew, BFYTW, and Infectious Groove, all proud members of the Odd Pods Media Network. They make me so happy, spittle flies out of my mouth when I talk about them, man. I love anybody that creates a podcast network, and the good folks at Odd Pods have done exactly that. Go listen to all the podcasts on Odd Pods Media Network right now and tell them Silent Bob sent you. And when they say, wait, I thought he doesn't talk. And you're like, well, he talks one line per movie. And then go like, what? And the one line in a movie told you to go listen to Odd Pods Media Network. And then be like, look, it was just a fucking sign-off catchphrase. Get off my dick. And then you'll have made a new friend.
It's Fandom Friday.
Yeah, and we're getting vocal with PodAskew. I am CJ, and with me, as always, is my hetero life mate and his hetero life mate, Stephanie. What's up, everybody?
Not much, Siege. You are very echoey.
So are you.
Well,
Hold on.
Steph, say something.
Yeah,
guys?
yeah, everybody's echoing. All right, hold on. Let's see what we can do here. All right.
Sound like God.
Well, I am God, so that works.
Oh shit! I definitely don't. I'm definitely an atheist then.
Fuck you. All right. Still getting echo on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's especially funny here. Oh, fuck you.
All right, is that better?
Francis the fucking talking mule, like, don't listen to me.
Is that better?
Yeah,
That's better.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Was there echo all the way through all the music or just on the end there?
No, just when Kevin started. It was, and that's why I typed. I'm like, Kevin sounds like he's fucking introing the Twilight Zone here.
Well, it happens. What's going on, everybody?
I got my White Claws out.
I see that. Steph, I knew you were joining us. She jumped right up. Like, let's do this. It's fun. I don't mind. I'm not asking to go anywhere. Just saying.
Hey, I wanted this spot specifically because then I can kind of still see myself with the chat. So
See, I that's why I started grabbing the right side here, because now I feel like I'm looking at Rico technically. So you know, a royal fuck. Well, hey, if your man ain't there, Kateri, do what you gotta. That's all I'm saying.
A royal fuck.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the drink I had.
Oh, sorry, Steph.
That's the drink I had sent in our chat with each other.
Oh shit! JoJo and the Booze just arrived down in Oz. It's all going to hell now. That's for sure.
JoJo and the Booze sounds like a fucking like band.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah.
Introducing, straight from Australia, JoJo and the Booze.
Oh man, that's funny. Rico, do we want to give some time for stragglers, or do we want to kind of get into this?
I don't know who else is showing. I'm surprised Jess is here, to be perfectly honest.
I texted her and I was like, "Hey, where the fuck are you?" So
she tweeted about it, and I wrote like, she's like, "It's what I'm doing tonight." I'm like, "Well, where the fuck are you?"
yeah. You should get where's Kara? It's Kara, right? We said we got.
Yeah. I don't know. Where the fuck is Kara?
Who the fuck is Kara?
Kara, can you hear me?
Which is kind of ironic based on one of the songs I played tonight. Which, by the way, rest in power, DMX, man. It's a rough day for death.
No, it's a great day for death.
Well, I guess for death had a good day. Everybody else had a shit day, but death had a great day.
All right, everyone bark with me for DMX.
Yeah, that's you. Here's a bit of trivia for you. Kateri probably knows this, but maybe knows this, but she knows her music. That's why I say that. But do you know what DMX stands for? It's not just letters. It actually stands for something.
Okay.
Kateri's got it right. Dark Man X. That's what the DMX stood for. So.
What's up, Jess?
Little bit of music trivia. What's going on, Jess? So, speaking of trivia, we are going to be on another show that I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that yet. So I'm going to not say what show it is. But I will say that how do I put this? They are brethren of ours. Well, I'll leave it at that. So, and they are going to be they're playing a game with us, and we're going to be on a team together, Rico and I, against another team doing movie trivia, where we each get to pick a topic, and we're going to be quizzed on those topics. And Rico, I forgot to tell you this, but we got time. The last round, should we make it there, will be general movie trivia. Okay. So it won't be our particular pick topics. So we might want to practice some general shit too at some point. And Kateri says,
wait. We have to pick questions for them. Is that?
No. But we should. I'm saying for practicing, we should do. You know what I mean? So
I'll run some by it.
Some general movie shit too. And then Kateri said her money's on us, which I appreciate. Thank you, girl. We appreciate your support as always. But it's funny you mentioned that because there's actually money involved. But it's not money for us. The winner of this game gets $50 donated to the charity of their choice. So I don't know if that's Rico and I have to pick a charity together or it's individual wins. I'm not quite sure how it functions that way, but we both have charities in mind. And if we have to pick one, then we'll rock, paper, scissors or some shit and get to the last one. Yeah. But we'll get there. And then regardless of winner, everyone's charity gets $5. So that's no matter what, charities win. And so Rico and I are very much behind that. We very much like that idea.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna play, but we don't want to go as good as our knowledge is, and Rico much more than me. We did want to go in quasi prepared, so we thought we'd just get Vokl to practice. So Steph has stepped in as our MC. Thank you so much, Steph, for that. We appreciate it. Always love having you with us. And she's going to quiz us on a bunch of stuff. But to everyone out in the room there, if you have movie questions you want to quiz us on, every so often we'll go to the room for a question as well. The only caveat to that is you can't be saying you can't ask a question you don't already know the answer to. So you have to know if we're right or wrong. Like we need you to have that answer preset. But yeah. And yes, please just enjoy anyway. The idea is to entertain as you watch us struggle, because we will not be Googling. It's much like Link Askew. No Googling, no IMDb, none of that stuff. We're coming in hot and raw, and I don't know what else. So I know I saw that coming. All right, Steph. While I still have some sanity, why don't you hit us? Well, let's tell it. So the topics that Rico and I picked for round one, and because I think it's a 3-round game, for rounds 1 and 2 are, and we'll put it this way. We were asked to pick a primary topic and a secondary topic, because if too many people pick the primary topic, then I don't know how it's being decided, but the one person will keep the primary and someone will go to their secondary. So my primary is going to be The Matrix, with a secondary for the Fast and the Furious franchise, and Rico's primary is the Halloween franchise, just to fuck with me, and then Mafia movies as a secondary. So those are our categories we'll be primarily practicing for at least tonight.
My second choice was almost Sinatra, and CJ was texting me like, seriously? And I'm like, I mean, if anything, I know all about that, motherfucker. So
yeah, but they would have stuck to his movie career, and that's not that you don't know his movie career, but like I feel like you would have been upset that a whole bunch of stuff didn't get asked, you know. So
no, I it doesn't matter.
Anyway, so Steph, as we said, stepped in for us, and according to the text I got, we're in some trouble. So,
well, I only prepped questions for Matrix and Halloween.
Well, that's fine. I don't know exactly when we're going to be on this show. They didn't give us a date yet, so we're going to have a couple practice sessions between now and then, hopefully. So, even if all we do is Matrix and Halloween tonight, next time we can do the secondary topics. So that's all good and fine. Rico, go first.
Jay, you can still ask all your questions. I was just making sure that we had material in case nobody came to the room prepared with questions.
Jay, absolutely.
Feel free to put them in the chat.
Exactly. Yeah. We're going to probably do a couple of steps, go to the room for questions. So if you've got them, bring them, please, for real. Bring them in, type them in, let's go. Kateri, bring your Stephen King questions because there are Stephen King movies, so I think that would qualify. That's all good and fine. Bring your questions. Even if they're not, look, the idea of this, yes, we're going to practice, but it's also about having fun with you guys and with us. So bring them. The only requirement of you asking questions is you have to know the answer before you ask the question so that if we're wrong, you can tell us why we're wrong or you can confirm that we were correct. So that's the only condition of asking questions. You must know the answer first. And so, yeah. Okay, Steph, fire away whenever you are ready.
Okay, Rico. What day of the week was the original Halloween taken place? October 31st, 1978. What day of the week is that day?
Damn! What hour was the sun in when Michael Myers was in the middle of the street hiding behind the hedge? Like, what the fuck?
Look, this is a legit trivia question.
Thursday.
Tuesday.
Fuck! Did that echo?
Oh, God. Thank you, Jess.
Am I flopping between you guys, or am I just doing?
Yeah, I would flip flop. But before you do, I have a general movie question. What? Rico?
Don't ever say that question again to me and CJ. All right?
Yeah, that's the good one. What? I have a general movie question. What was the most racist role John Wayne ever played?
All right, Mongolians. I am Genghis Khan.
All right. All right, Jay, we'll get to your question after my first Matrix one, but that will be our very next question. So go ahead, Steph.
Okay. In the first Matrix, what hotel does the movie begin and end in?
Oh, that's a good one. That's good, Steph. Good one. Oh, fuck. God, I can visualize it, but I can't get it clear enough to read the damn sign. Yeah, we are.
We are fucked more than Janet Jameson on a fucking Tuesday, whether it's Halloween or not.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't know how difficult the questions were going to be in your trivia game, so I tried to find some hard ones.
No, that's
so was Janet Jameson.
It's something by the sea. I'm almost positive, but I can't think of what the first word is. No.
She's shaking her head now.
I see that. Yeah.
Take a guess.
Yeah,
just take a fucking guess. I took a guess.
The ocean view. I don't know.
No, it's the City Hotel.
Oh, the city. Okay.
You got a letter right.
Apostrophe.
Yeah, right. There we go. Ask Jay's question if you don't mind.
Yeah. So, What film from the 1988 stars Kiefer Sutherland,
RDJ,
Ronnie,
Robert Downey Jr.
yeah, RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. and Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wayne Manor.
Tongue-tied.
Wayne Manor.
1988 stars Kiefer Sutherland, RDJ, and Winona Ryder. Shit.
The only 80, I don't think it is 88, but the only Kiefer one from 88 that comes to mind immediately for me is The Lost Boys, but that's not it.
No. I don't know. I've never seen that film.
Yeah, neither have I. Or I've seen it and didn't remember they were in it. The only other 80s movie I remember with RDJ is Weird Science.
Wait. Is it, it's not Lucas, is it?
Oh, that might be, actually. Is that the answer, Jay? Nope.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Do we give up and we want Jay to give us the answer?
Yes.
Yeah, Jay,
Dude,
give us the answer. You win. Steph, do your best to try. I mean, they're not coming in rapid fire, but make sure to do your best to try to keep some. I'm going to keep an eye out too, but if you can, some of these questions. I know you know Kateri's because you said it on our episode about that, so you should be able to answer that one. But why don't you fire another one at Rico, Steph, when you're ready?
Okay. Why did Carpenter hire Jamie Lee to play the heroine?
Because she was the daughter of Janet Leigh, who was in Psycho.
That's correct.
And Jay says the movie that she was quizzing us about is called 1969.
I don't know that flick.
I don't know it either. Go, Jay. All right.
Terry's question.
We're doing mine first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yumi room. That's the order here. So
don't say that again.
Yumi the room. Yeah.
That's not much better.
God, Steph.
Okay. When we first see Neo at his computer, what is he researching?
Where Morpheus is. Yeah.
More or less, yeah. It's just newspaper articles of Morpheus.
Yeah. He's trying to find Morpheus. That's essentially what it is. Yeah. Go ahead with Kateri's question.
In the 1984 Children of the Corn, where was the city that took place? I'm going to say Gatlin.
Excuse me, we have a host for this. You know.
I don't mind that he reads it out.
All right.
That is correct.
Okay, so we got that one right. All right, Steph, hit him with another one.
Okay. How long from beginning to end of filming did Carpenter have to create the film prior to its release?
10 days.
You're not far off, actually. It's something like 20 days. I'm going to go with 20.
Well, you know, that includes like editing and stuff.
So not just filming. I'm gonna go. I know he wrote the script in like 3 days, or it was something really low. No, he did the score in 3 days. That was what it was. I'm gonna say just 20 because that was my first gut reaction.
12 weeks. It was 4 weeks to shoot, 4 weeks to prep, and 4 weeks to edit.
12 weeks? Damn. All right.
From start to finish.
All right.
Wow. You're fucking up here. I should have chose Sinatra.
Okay, so we're doing
Matrix.
the
And then we'll do Kateri's.
The Matrix question.
And then we'll do Kateri's. We might even do just because they're coming in. We could do a double shot of Kateri and Jay's after the Matrix one, if you want.
Okay. What was Switch originally written to be?
I don't think I understand the question. Can you? I'm not even being difficult, but I don't understand that. Like, what was that?
So my hint was that Switch is different when inside and outside the Matrix?
If it's what I think you're referring to, I think it was supposed to be originally a transgender kind of thing. It was a male outside the Matrix, female in the Matrix, if I'm correct.
That's correct.
Okay. I did the way you phrased it, Steph, it threw me off. So yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah. Why don't you do Kateri's question? The top one, not the one she just posed, the one a little bit previous.
All right. Who did the casting have in mind to play Andy in the Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, go ahead, Rico.
Tom Hanks.
I thought that was it, honestly. I think we talked about that. Didn't we do a Shawshank?
We did a Stephen King.
Oh, we just and we talked about it there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do this one, Steph, just so you can gather your notes on that end. What 2002 film stars the final appearance of Glenn Quinn and our hero Jay Muse? Ugh. I don't know.
I'm going to take a guess.
Go for it, because I have no idea. I don't even know who Glenn Quinn is.
I'm going to say Bottoms Up.
Okay. Steph, yeah, I'll tell you what. You pick stuff. You just send it to whoever. Me, him, whatever. You go.
Okay. Another Halloween question. Let's see. Originally, Michael Myers was written as blank in reference to the Salem witch trials in Massachusetts in the 1690s to describe specters or spirits accused of doing harm. So originally, Michael Myers was written as
Sam Hain.
No, not the person, but the name. He wasn't Michael Myers when he was first written in the script. What was he originally?
Well, he's known as the Shape, so I don't. Okay,
That's it.
Your question, for the record, was kind of confusing because he's known as just pure evil, and then they keep going to the when I said it before, Sam Hain is not a dude's name. It's what the festival of Halloween is. So it was sort of the night where goblins and witches and shit like wreak havoc. So, but yes, the Shape is what they technically call him in the script and in the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Okay.
Apparently, it's pronounced Saul Win, according to Jess.
Well, fucking Donald Pleasance can't pronounce jack shit.
Well, that might be a whole different thing.
Okay. CJ, multiple choice. Who vied for the role of Morpheus? Russell Crowe. So A, Russell Crowe. B, Samuel L. Jackson. C, Sean Connery. Or combinations of the two. So A, Russell Crowe and Samuel Jackson. Or Samuel Jackson and Sean Connery. Or all three.
Well, I know Will Smith was supposed to be Neo.
As was Johnny Depp.
As was Johnny Depp, yeah. So I'm going to go, they would have gone opposite. I'm going to go Russell Crowe, because honestly, I don't know.
It's all three of them.
All right.
If I can add to that, Sean Connery was originally approached to play the architect.
See, that I could see. I could see Connery as the architect. That makes more sense to me than Morpheus.
Okay. So to the room. Who played Carrie's mother in the 1976 version of Carrie?
Piper Laurie. I can see a dirty penis. Me.
How about that shit?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find our Cinema Wars music because I was going to lay it under us just to give some context, but I think all that music's been erased somehow, which is upsetting.
Yeah, shit.
Okay. So let's see. So, for Rico, what 1974 movie did Carpenter mimic the look and feel of for the first Halloween movie to? What was his visual homage?
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Technically, it's two films, but I'm sure they have one or the other. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Black Christmas.
Actually, it was Chinatown.
What?
The first movie.
I have not seen that anywhere on like IMDb, and that is fucking new to me. Wow. I'm depressed right now. No, you're not.
Let's see. For CJ, what room number does Neo live in?
Oh,
the first
fuck.
Well, it's poignant.
No, I'm sure it is. There's nothing the Wachowskis do that's not poignant. I'm sure there's some meaning behind the name of that hotel too, honestly. But
yeah, the O stands for "Oh my God, we suck at this."
yeah. Is it 1? No.
No. I'll give you another try.
I'm trying to think of. Wouldn't be that. Shit. 3? Okay, I don't know.
No. It's 101.
Okay. I was close-ish.
So it's 101. There's a lot of different reasons why it's been interpreted to be. One of them was that it's in the George Orwell's 1984 book as where the prisoner is subjected to his worst phobias. It's basically represents the room that you hide something in that you don't want to be found. They don't want Neo to be found.
Okay, that makes sense. I was going more for the fact that he was the one. That's where I was coming from.
But there's also the interpretation of like that was the starting point.
I'd also be curious to see what that is in binary. What that stands for.
Okay, so another question from the room. Name 2 actors that played Gage in both Pet Sematary movies.
Now, when you say both Pet Sematary movies, who asked that? Was that Kateri?
Yeah.
Do you mean Pet Sematary 1 and Pet Sematary 2? Or do you mean Pet Sematary and then the remake Pet Sematary? Oh, okay. So the original and the remake. I know Miko Hughes was the original one. I only saw the fucking remake once, and I thought it was awful. So I don't remember. I don't remember the sequel. Sorry, I got half of it.
Jay's still on in there. Do you want to go with?
Okay, Rico.
Do you want to go with that, or do you want to go with 20? You pick, Steph. Your call.
Well, I have Jay's question down. I just was
then
you
do
cycle it in. Okay, so Rico, true or false? Carpenter wrote out his score for Halloween, the original, 78, on sheet music.
False. He can't read or write music.
At the time, he
Right.
could not read music. False.
Maybe that's where he wrote
Okay.
the movie.
Hey, go fuck yourself. 101.
CJ, true or false? Neo attended college.
Mm. Hey, eyes to the camera, cheater.
No, Logo Mike just said hi. That's what it was.
Okay.
You just said true or false, right?
True or false?
False.
Neo attended college. Correct. It is false. He only did high school.
All right.
Okay.
See if this, hold on, Steph. Before you get started, I want to just test something before, so I don't overpower you. Different version of the theme music. We'll run this underneath this.
Okay. So, question from the room. What film set in Sydney did Russell Crowe star as the guy taking care of his sick dad, played by Jack Thompson?
I have no fucking clue who Jack Thompson is.
What film set in Sydney did Russell Crowe as started a gay guy taking care of his sick dad? I don't know.
It doesn't have to be gay, just a guy
It says
taking
gay
care
guy
of his
in the
sick dad.
question.
played
That's
by-
why I. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't write that down. Sorry. Look,
No,
I'm jotting
I'm
it down
not giving
for
you shit. I'm just reading it out.
I'm just gonna call the film Gladiator.
PodAskew does not condone Rico's use of the word glad or the acronym GLAD. Okay. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I don't either. You stumped
That's
me.
right. She's supposed to give us
I
the
like
answer.
Russell Crowe movies.
I like a Terry's question. We'll have to use that one too. But go ahead, Steph.
Yeah. Okay, so for Rico, why did Michael Myers' mask look so different in Halloween 2?
I think I even know this one.
So different in. Okay, that's a very fucking broad question, but okay.
Because from Halloween and Halloween 2, not a lot of time has passed, but the mask looks significantly different. Why?
Mostly because Nick Castle kept it in his fucking back pocket and kept fucking it up, and so they had to. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was also. Hold on, it was also a different stuntman who wore the mask, so it positioned all fucked up on his head.
Yep, that was 2 out of the 3 reasons. The third reason was that
Was a
Deborah
smoker,
Hill kept the
yeah.
mask under her bed, which accumulated dust and smoke residue.
When I heard that statement, I thought that was for years later. I didn't know that was just for 2 years later. I thought that was like, I read that, I was like, I thought that was for over time. So that's my bad for misreading it.
No, I mean, you got it right, because all 3 reasons were part of the why.
Jay says that the movie was called The Sum of Us. I've actually heard of that film.
Cool.
I heard of the
Definitely gonna have
film,
to
but
watch
wasn't
that.
familiar with the concept. But I actually have heard of that movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Jess, you're allowed to look up questions to ask us. We just can't look up the answers.
Right.
So for CJ, for a classic Keanu scene, when does he say "whoa" in the first Matrix?
What, like the first time he says it?
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm trying to.
When does he say "whoa"?
I think I'm wrong.
You haven't even said anything. You already think you're wrong.
Because it's one of 2 points, right? So I think I'm gonna say what I think it is, but I'm pretty certain I'm wrong. It's when Trinity's talking to him through his computer screen, like typing through his screen, and he's reading it.
That's no.
The
that's
only other
not
one
what
I
they
can
use.
think of then is when he's about to
first
go out
time
the
he says
window when Morpheus is giving him directions on how to escape the office building.
No, I think I
Nope.
know it.
All right, go ahead, Rico. All right.
I think it's
You want to give a guess?
right when Morpheus jumps across the fucking skyscraper and shows him
the
that you
first
can bend
jump.
reality.
The first jump. Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly when he does it. When Morpheus does the jump,
You got to
goes,
give me
"Whoa."
though with Keanu. You expect it to be way earlier because that's a good 30, 40 minutes into the movie.
I know.
That is a good
That's why I
question,
thought it was
yeah.
a good trivia question. Okay. So, true or false? King did a film adaptation of the X-Files.
I'm going to say false.
I think it's true, actually. I don't think it ever came to production, but I think he wrote it.
No,
What
I don't think he ever did. I think there was
false.
maybe a discussion about
Kateri-
him doing it, but it never happened.
Kateri says you're right.
Yeah, Kateri says it's false.
Oh, Kateri's got a good one considering
Okay.
we both hate The Shining, so we may not know that one. I think I know the answer, though.
I think I know the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, Rico. What did Foley use as the sound effect of slashing flesh in the Halloween of 1978? What did he use to make the slash?
Well, Foley would be
slashing
the
flesh
name
sound?
of the process, not the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Foley was used?
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to help you, Steph. Sorry.
I'm going to say you stabbed a pumpkin.
That was close. He used a watermelon, or
Sting a
the use
melon.
was with a watermelon.
All right.
Okay.
Kateri whipping out all the Stephen
CJ.
King questions. I love
Yeah,
it.
I see that. I like Jay's. I think I have a feeling I know what that one is, but I could be wrong.
Okay, CJ. Why was Gloria Foster replaced by Mary Alice in the Matrix Revolutions for?
She passed away
being the
during
Oracle.
filming. Of I believe it's throat cancer. It was some kind of cancer related to smoke. It was either throat or lung, but it was cancer.
Well, I have my source was that it was diabetes complications, but yeah,
okay. I think it was all tied together with her smoking anyway. So yeah, fair enough. But
Too many fucking cookies, man.
because she was from what I've read about her, I think she was like almost a 3-pack a day smoker. Like she was a heavy smoker. So that's the reason. Honestly,
Okay.
wait, Steph, I'm sorry
Question from the room.
if I could throw my own trivia backward. That's the reason why the Oracle smokes in the movie. She couldn't go through filming without smoking.
Oh man, I really should never become an actor then.
So
okay, so question from the room. In 1980 movie The Shining, what was
can I take
Jack
a shot at this,
Torrance's
Rico? Because one of the few I'll
occupation?
probably get right. He was a writer, if I'm correct. He's a writer, man.
He's a writer, man.
So
Nicely done.
thank you. If it's getting old, I can turn it off, Rico. I just thought some undergunning music would be good. So,
If it gets more annoying, I'll just keep drinking.
all right. You planning to get hammered tonight, there, buddy?
I'm going to be a little Thor.
Okay, so for Rico, true or false? Carpenter also voiced a police responder over the radio in Halloween, the original movie.
I think I know this one, actually.
False.
That is correct. Well, just for shits
Paul.
and giggles, what was
the
his
voice
cameo?
Of Paul on the phone.
Yep, Annie's boyfriend over the phone.
I thought he was, actually. So there you go.
Okay. So you might know this, CJ. I'm just going to ask you. Who choreographed the fight scene in The Matrix?
Ooh.
Now
I know he plays Wingless in the second one. The guy that plays the Oracle's bodyguard is the guy, but I don't remember his name. No, I'm not. There's no way. I know it. And I'm not trying to be rude. I know it's some crazy Chinese name, but I don't know his name.
I know. I'm gonna totally butcher it. So it's Y-U-E-N.
Yeah, and if I'm right, I'm almost positive he plays Wingless.
Yeah, he was whooping ass in that fucking role.
Yes, he was. Yeah. So.
Okay, so
Jay had a good one about Christian Slater. Did you get that one, Steph? Okay.
Yeah, I have that. That's actually the next question. What 1989 film stars Martin Sheen, Sharon Stone, Christian Slater, and the Wonder Years Olivia?
Yeah.
I don't take a guess.
I know what movie I'm thinking of, but I know that I got the title wrong. But what's your guess, Rico? Because
I'm gonna guess, and this is probably Jay being like, you better watch this fucking movie. I'm gonna say Pump Up the Volume.
We're on the same page, homie. I just can't think of the name of the film.
I think it's Pump Up the Volume.
That's it. Yep. That's where my money is.
That's her reminding us, like, hey, motherfuckers, you're supposed to fucking talk about that.
Yeah.
No, it's not it.
No.
Ah, Shiza Minnelli.
Right? Shit. Look at Jay. I have no idea then. I really have no idea.
I didn't know Christian Slater was in shit before Heathers.
Apocalypse Now? Is it Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now?
I said Christian Slater.
Well, no, but Martin Sheen's in the film, so I was...
Oh, I thought you...
Beyond the Stars. I've actually heard of that. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Was the answer. Okay, so for Rico. Jamie Lee Curtis did what cameo in Halloween 3?
Fuck. I know this.
John Carpenter.
Will you shut your fuckhole?
He's going to be hammered tonight, isn't he, Steph?
I might be. All right, this is sort of a stab in the dark. I'm going to say she was a dispatch of some sort. She was on a radio.
I'll take it. She was a telephone operator.
Right.
Uncredited.
I knew she was just voice and not. She was seen and not heard.
Dolores
she was heard, not seen.
Dolores Claiborne, isn't that one of the movies we did for the King thing that we did?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, for those paying attention, this was one of the rejected PodAskew theme songs.
Okay, for CJ. True or false? The minigun Neo fires out of the helicopter is
false.
real. No, it's true. The gun out of the helicopter was real. They used blanks, and they had it run at 3,000 rounds per minute, which is half of its
Okay,
capacity.
that might be what I was thinking of then, because there was something I remember seeing a thing where they said if they used the real minigun, it would have actually propelled the helicopter. So moving it at half speed might have been why they moved it at half speed, because it would have propelled it actually would have moved the helicopter from position.
Not only that, but the shells hitting the glass would have had blowback, and so they rigged that so that there wouldn't be blowback on the actors. Okay, so trivia question. There's a lot of these, so
but
I
ours
probably
are theirs.
should do a few of these, huh?
Theirs.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Theirs of the room.
That's fine.
So, what breed of dog was Cujo?
Bernard. St. Bernard.
I don't know the answer to these. You have to go to the room.
She says you're right. Okay.
Okay. In the movie Firestarter, what was Drew Barrymore's character issue?
She was pyrotelekinesis, I think is what you would call it.
Yes.
Okay. What was the general plot in the Maximum Overdrive?
Wasn't that monster possessed trucks or big rigs or something like that?
Sort of. It's when it's when basically the machines come alive and they're like they just start killing fucking people, and the truck had the Green Goblin face on it. That was the only time where like it was pre-Spider-Man, it was like pre-popular comic book movies apart from like Superman and Batman. It was just like, oh, you want to see like a Spider-Man villain in a movie? You got to go see this Stephen King directed piece of shit movie where he was definitely doing too much cocaine and directed it. I think we were both right. We were both right on that.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the name of Kathy Bates' character in
Annie
Misery?
I even know that now that you said it. So
you fucking Mr. Man.
That's where Deb got that from. All right.
Does she call you a dirty birdie?
No, just Mr. Man.
Or a cockadoodie?
No.
I'm just saying. She walks in that bedroom with a fucking, sledge. You get the fuck out. You're going to be hobbling more than usual, motherfucker.
Okay. So for Rico, what horror movie plays in the original Halloween?
I always fuck
what
with
horror
the title
movies
when
on
I
the
say
screen?
The Thing from Outer Space. Which is the original The Thing.
Yep. So the Thing was what was playing. And then John Carpenter did
flip it.
The Thing from Outer Space.
Yeah, Carpenter does The Thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that.
So that was that. Okay. Okay, for CJ, Rage Against the Machine played 2 of the end credit songs, one in The Matrix and one in The Matrix Reloaded. What are the songs?
Oh, this is tailor fucking made for you, Siege. Come on. God,
I bet if I looked at my Rage Against at my Rage Against the Machine songs, I could pick it out, but I don't know the titles. I think it's not Bomb Track. I was going to say one of them was Bomb Track, but that's not it. I actually don't know a lot about Rage. Their catalog. I'm not the biggest Rage fan.
I was going to say, I disagree with that statement.
What?
You don't know a lot about Rage?
Oh, fuck you. Yes,
See?
I learned a lot from hanging out with you for 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
Rage Against the Machine should just be like a podcaster's title.
yeah, right. Steph, I don't know.
All right. So for the end credits of Matrix,
That's
the
it.
song used was "Wake Up," and for the end credits of Reloaded, it was
I knew
Calm Like
Bomb
a
was in
Bomb.
one of them. I said that. The irony is, if you ask me the song from the highway scene from Reloaded, I can give it to you who did it and the exact name of the fucking song. But no, I can't give you that one. All right.
Okay. Questions from the room. How did Dolores Claiborne
I'm trying to
end?
think about that one because we did that movie for you. Had me watch that for our Stephen King discussion, and I mean, the only way I could remember it is she got away with it. Like her daughter comes into the courtroom and like makes this crazy defense that gets her off from killing her father or her husband.
Yeah, she gets away with that, but she is proven innocent for killing the woman, for killing Vera. I think her name.
Oh, wait, the one for the original woman at the beginning of the film. Yeah.
The reason why she's in court in the first place.
Right. Okay, okay. That wasn't. I was close. I was close enough.
No, you supplied half the answer. I supplied the other half.
I wonder if we'll get to do that during the general movie.
Probably not. You'll probably be like, all right, name the director of Halloween. You'll be like, John. I'll be like, Carpenter. No, it'll be even fucked up. I'll be like, Carpenter. You'll be John.
So
I'll be like,
funny.
John, sorry. Wrong order.
Jerry Carpenter.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to throw in one of Jay's questions. Name 3 female leads in the 1995 film Boys on the Side.
I don't know what that movie is.
1995. Boys on the Side.
I'm gonna just okay. So
Terry
gave us one.
Barrymore's one, so she just gave us one.
I'm gonna go just stabbing in the fucking dark. Barrymore, Toni Collette, and fucking Susan Sarandon.
I'm gonna go Barrymore, Nev Campbell.
That's I don't.
And you're right,
Yep.
Kateri.
Yep.
And the fuck is her name from Clueless and 8 Mile?
Oh, Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy. I'll go. Those will be my 3. I'm probably wrong, but those are the 3 I'll go with.
Hey, we know fucking Drew Barrymore's in it. Like
That's only because Kateri told us.
I was not throwing her under the bus. How dare you? I don't. Jay, look at you. You're throwing out the fucking hardest questions on the fucking planet. You're picking movies that no one has fucking seen, unfortunately. Except you. You have seen them.
Okay. While she's
Drew,
writing out
Whoopi,
the answers.
and Mary Louise Parker. Oh, all right. My apologies. Kateri saw Boys
There
on
you
the
go.
Side. So, all right.
For Rico, though, a true or false question. In 2010, the Library of Congress selected Halloween, the 1978 version, for film preservation for being culturally,
Were the
historically,
Republicans
or
in
aesthetically
charge in
significant.
2010? Because that would make sense.
It is true that happened. I'm not 100% sure on the year. but it's true that it happened.
Jess, I know. I was taking a shot at Rico. Thank you.
I'll give it to you
I'm going to
because
say
that's where I was
I'm
trying
going
to
to say
trick you up.
2009.
So it wasn't in 2010.
Oh, okay.
Nope, 2006.
I was right that but you
were right.
wrong. That's
I tried to trick you.
She's doing a good job with these, Rico. She's really bringing some variety in the way she's asking these questions. I like this. She's doing good.
Yeah.
You know, the sad part is, and with no disrespect to the host of the thing we're going to be on, I doubt it's going to be as well thought out.
No, they're going to. I don't know. Hopefully they'll watch this and be like, oh, shit, we got to take fucking notes.
Okay, for CJ, the plaque on the bench that the Oracle leaves in the Matrix Revolutions, whom is it dedicating to?
Even I fucking know this one.
So she's on a park bench.
I know.
She's on a park bench. She gets up. She
the
leaves.
scene.
Whose name is on the plaque?
I don't know, actually.
Can I give you a hint, Siege?
Sure.
I am 99% sure it's like the fucking name that Mr. Smith gives Neo, like the entire fucking trilogy.
Mr. Anderson or Thomas Anderson?
Thank you.
No shit.
Now you know. Now I guarantee they're gonna ask that fucking question.
Why would Thomas Anderson have a plaque on a bench, though? That doesn't make any sense.
Why is there a plaque in general? It's a fucking made up thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, in the Matrix.
True.
Because
True.
Mr. Anderson fucking
There's a plaque
sacrificed himself
so.
to be Neo, and I don't fucking know. You're supposed to be the fucking expert on this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna lose.
Okay, so I have a few more questions from Kateri.
I have
before
J's.
jump
I have
into
J's, but I'll let Rico take a swing at it. But I know the answer if he doesn't get it.
Okay, so Kateri's question: true or false? Tom Hanks won an Oscar for his
I
role
think
in The
it's
Green
false.
Mile.
Yeah, I agree.
False. He won his Oscars consecutively for Philadelphia and then for Forrest Gump the following year.
And he was nominated for Apollo 13, if I recall, but
He's
didn't.
been nominated a metric fuck ton, but
Yeah.
he's only won 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Rico's correct. So, true or false? Samuel Jackson appeared in Cell,
Is that
C-E-L-L,
different than
Cell.
A Cell with Jennifer Lopez? Or is that the same film?
I was going to ask the same question.
No, that's to the room stuff, not to you. I understand you don't.
If it's
Wait, your question, I asked that very question within Steven did a movie Cell. So it can't be, it's not The Cell. It's not the one with Lopez.
right, so fuck if I know. I'm going to just say no.
No.
No. Oh, it's true. Oh, fuck. Motherfucker.
Okay.
And then another question she had was, what 2 movies did Sam Jackson
I know
and
one.
John Cusack appear
Go
in
for it.
together?
I don't think I know either of them.
1408. I'm fucking trying to think of the other one. I can't.
You actually, yeah, when you told me about that movie, it's one I've been wanting. I forgot about it, but it's one I wanted to watch, actually, because the way you told me about it, it made it sound good.
I'm trying to think of the other one, though, but I can't fucking remember it. So
I don't like these new headphones with my hat. It hurts.
we just talked about the other one.
As in tonight or just recently? The last question. The Cell? Or Cell?
A-cell?
Incel?
Cellulite?
And there you go.
Right. I need the little star swipe.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm surprised you even know what that is. Not
Well.
you, him.
Well, the more you know, motherfucker.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Rico, to date,
Too
how
many.
many sequels have been made of Halloween?
Sequels, not remakes. Correct? Okay.
I don't know what the tally really is, honey. I just have what they have for the answer.
Nine?
No, Jay, when I say too many, I mean like they should have stopped at one.
I'm going to say 9. So that's where it gets all
11.
fucky. Because fucking the remake is not a fucking sequel.
Look, in the
Unless
tally,
they're
they have
including
it
the
as
two that are
11.
fucking coming out. That shouldn't count.
Or they're counting the Rob Zombie ones.
That's what I mean. There's the remake, and I didn't include the remake. I included the sequel to the remake. It's a sequel, but
I think they were including Rob Zombie's.
I'm guessing the new ones that are coming out. All right, that's a faulty fucking question, but
Just
I'm gonna
be
remember
too
fucking
quiet.
11.
Just get on the fucking camera and just sit here and laugh at us at least, because I need that.
Okay, CJ. True or false? In Revolutions, Code was part of the raindrops
true.
when Neo fought Agent Smith.
Yeah, that's totally true. Yeah, you have to look hard
It was-
for it. And honestly, it wasn't
Do
until
you
I
know
heard
why?
that myself that when I watched it the next time, I'd like look. You have to look. It's not blatant by any means. It's hard. It was meant to simulate what they see when they're outside the Matrix and the way that it rains down.
It's kind of. The reason they gave was that it was to represent the destabilization
Okay, I mean, yeah, I could see that
of the
argument too,
Matrix.
but that's yeah.
Matrix is falling on my head.
Okay. So,
Well, Rico, I love this habit. I love this habit. It looks terrible on the back
Jade's
of my I'm
question.
backwards. So I'm gonna do that again. Okay. I'm just glad you guys can't see the side of my face.
Jay's
Don't see
question.
the other half.
Yeah. Hey, we see your entire ugly mug. The only good-looking person, the only good-looking thing in this crew is down there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, guys. What iconic 1988 film had the
I know the
catchphrase,
answer to this, so I'll
"You know
leave it
how
to
to
Rico.
make a red eye"?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say Top Gun.
Nope,
All right, what?
it's Cocktail.
Oh, I was.
Try again.
Hey, bartender, you know how to make
Cocktail.
a red eye? I've actually looked up the recipe for a red eye. I intend to
Yeah.
drink one of those one day. I really want to try one.
Okay, I am pretty sure that I'm caught up with the questions in
No,
the
there's
room.
one
You
more.
can
There's
still keep
one
them
I
coming
see that
if
you
you have
missed,
any.
Steph. It's I'll
but,
ask it just to get it out of the way. But it says name 2 films that Stephen King has in the works.
Yeah, I missed it.
And Kateri, who couldn't? I mean, let's be real.
I think Cujo is one of them, and I want to say Children of the Corn, or at least I know there was a remake of Children of the Corn. I don't know if it was made already. I don't fucking know. The dude needs to fucking like write some new shit.
Yeah, for real. Jay, to your point about Cocktail, I love Rico. You've never seen that, have you?
What?
Cocktail?
Once.
Okay.
There's a Firestarter
Sex on the
remake
Beach, man. That's the best.
Fuck. All right. Then we say enough with the first fucking movie.
That's what I said about Halloween, but we still got 11 of those fuckers.
CJ, you're just wrong about Halloween.
No. All right, Steph, go for it.
Okay, so for Rico, why does smoke come into frame when Laurie and Annie investigate the hedge
when was
in
Smoke in that
Halloween
movie? I didn't see him.
1978?
Yeah, it would be funny. He's just like, I'm gonna kill you now. Because Carpenter fucking chain smokes Camel Lights, and he was off to the fucking behind the hedge, out of frame, just blowing smoke. Like, that's pure indie film right there. It's just like, nah, fuck it.
I love how Jess is flat out ignoring me.
Yes, that is correct.
Wouldn't you?
That's true. I do ignore myself like most of the day. So yeah.
I'm sorry, what now?
Okay, so we got
She's
that
making a
one,
Pico
and
de
on to
Gallo,
CJ.
man. How do you make a Pico de Gallo, man? Is that like a snowman?
Pico de Gallo sounds good right about now. I'll be honest about that.
Do you want to make a Pico man? Pico man.
CJ, what percentage of the materials between Reloaded and Revolution's sets were recycled and then sent to Mexico for low-income housing? Was it A, 10%, B, 24%, C, 61%, or D, 97%?
Serious fuck.
I am 94% sure you're not going to get this one.
Yeah, I'm 90. Yeah.
I have a feeling there's gonna be like a trick question. If you're like, the answer was fucking F. None of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the C. I forget what it was 60 something, but I don't know what the exact number was, but C. It was 97. Okay.
It was 97% of the materials were reloaded, were used again between Reloaded, Revolution, and then sent to Mexico.
Oh,
going
that's a
green.
nice pun. Whoa.
Deep cuts, man. Okay. Let's see. Question from the room. Name the 1990 film starring Patricia Arquette and Corey Haim.
Patricia Arquette and Corey Haim. What year was it again, Steph? You said a year. I just didn't hear.
1990.
Is that License to Drive?
1990.
I think so. I think it's License to Drive. That's my vote.
Yeah, I'm going with License to Drive. No.
Okay, I'll just throw in one more fucking guess. I'm gonna say Rudy, just because.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's Winona. Fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. And Corey Haim's not in that movie, I don't think.
Well, what am I thinking? I'm not thinking of Rudy. I meant Lucas. That's what I meant.
Okay.
It's the same goddamn movie about a nerd who wants to play football and wants to get some ass. The same fucking movie. Don't tell me any different. One's Sean Astin, the other one is fucking Corey Haim.
Big difference between Sean Astin and Corey Haim. I'm just saying.
Yeah, one's Sean Astin and one's Sean Asshole.
Not
I
Lucas.
don't fucking know. It's not Lucas. All right.
You got a Lucas thing tonight.
We saw George Lucas in Beverly Hills Cop 3 last night.
Is he?
Yeah, he plays the fucking when
That was funny.
Foley fucking jumps on the fucking ride that goes up in the spider thing. He cuts in front, and it was George Lucas like, "Hey!"
We have a new viewer, Rico. Pamela, thank you for joining us. We are the podcast PodAskew. This is our weekly live stream, the companion piece to the PodAskew podcast. And tonight we're practicing for a movie trivia podcast we're going to be guests on. So we're doing questions. We're doing movie questions. So if you have any you want to submit them in the room, feel free. Or if you feel so empowered and you want to come on camera and ask it yourself, you can do that as well.
Wait, A Prayer of the Roller Boys? That's a fucking movie? Jesus Christ, Jay. How the fuck are you finding movies I've never even heard of?
Because they're Aussie films.
Yeah, Corey Haim is Australian. That dude was barely human.
Okay, question for Rico. How does Laurie Strode fake her death?
Yes.
A,
No.
a car crash.
D, not
B,
appearing anymore in the
suicide,
movies.
or C, a house fire.
Oh, E, you're wrong. She's in 2 more coming
Yeah.
soon.
Rico, you just made her husband do a spit take. I don't know why. I don't know what you said to cause it, but that's still pretty funny.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So you said A, a car crash? Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay.
Pam said, "Fuck you guys, I'm out it." Yeah, you guys, I'm out it. I'm down home.
Okay, for CJ, what does Morpheus represent in Greek mythology?
Okay, that really annoys me because I'm not only a huge Matrix fan, but also a huge Greek mythology fan.
Not huge enough.
Yeah, huge enough, apparently. This might be one that Jess actually knows. No joke, because she said if it's not history, she doesn't know it.
You should just say the fucking, the god, Morpheus, in Greek mythology.
Uh,
No, I think it's more complicated than that.
Well, it
You
is a
just got
god.
Jeff's to do a spit take as well.
You're welcome. We're gonna
Um,
swallow. I didn't mean it like that.
Steph, ask me the question again, please. I'm sorry.
What does Morpheus represent in Greek mythology?
Not yet. If I
Would you
answer
like
and
a
I get it
hint?
wrong, then I'll take a hint.
Good for you, Kateri. Good for you.
Regeneration? No.
No.
With sleep.
Has to deal with sleep.
I don't know. You know what? I was really thinking that, honestly,
god of
no joke, and I
dreams.
just didn't say it. That's disappointing. All right, go ahead. I'm disappointed in myself.
Okay. Question from the room. What was John Landis convicted in
You're right, Jess,
the
I do.
manslaughter charge in the Twilight Zone movie? Oh, was John Landis
No, but he
convicted
definitely went
in
to trial.
manslaughter charge in the Twilight Zone movie?
Are you saying?
I'm actually playing pretty hurt tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Terry says you're correct.
So
You all right?
I feel like crap, and I can barely see out of my right eye, and it's all kinds of fun.
Wow.
Because I got a gigantic sty on my lower eyelid.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if eye drops help, but you definitely should go get some
I
over-the-counter.
have trouble doing that crap. So,
which sucks more, having a sty or getting your eye a little watery?
no, like I literally generally miss my eyeball and get it like on my nose or in my cheek or I can't like yeah. Anyway.
A sty.
I actually think mine's
like
from an
ingrown
oil,
right?
ingrown eyelash. I think is what's going on because it's right where my eyelashes would be on the bottom of my eyelid. So I've been doing hot compresses and stuff like that, and it just I've been doing that. Yeah, I've been doing that. It's just not going away. I also have 1,200 milligrams of ibuprofen in me right now, so I'm hoping that's why the swelling's subsided quite a bit. Yeah.
Battle, yeah. Okay, question for Rico. Let's see, which actor has not played Michael Myers? A. Nick Castle, B. Dreg Farich,
Kane Hodder,
or C. Kane Hodder? Correct. Kane Hodder has not played.
Believe it or not,
Myers.
I knew the first one did. I didn't know the other two.
Okay.
I couldn't have told you who did not, but I knew the first one that you said. And I didn't know it by name, but when you said it, I was like, yep, I knew that was one of them.
Kane Hodder was Jason.
Thanks, Kateri.
And he technically also played Michael. He played Freddy Krueger's gloved hand.
Okay.
Once.
Okay, for CJ, true or false? They used the same black cat from the Matrix Deja Vu scene in the end of Matrix Revolutions.
I'll go true. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
All the way down to the meow that was used.
You know what? It's funny stuff is like that's one of the things I do like about doing these kinds of trivia types things. Even if we weren't practicing to like compete for something, like I would have never put those two pieces together. Like I remember the scene with the cat at the end of Revelations, and I remember the scene with the Deja Vu scene, but I would have never put together that it could have been the same cat until you asked me, "Is it the same cat?"
Oh. It was extremely satisfying because to me, it was like a validation. I suspected when I watched it. I was like, that sounds exactly the same.
Deja vu about
no, you're being
deja vu.
delusional.
By the end of Revelations, I was so mentally and emotionally worn out, I wasn't really paying attention to the meow of the cat. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest.
You are not a cat lover, my friend. All I was looking for was the fucking cat's meow.
That's because the only thing you gave a shit about in that movie was the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Last question from the room, guys. Unless they feed us some more. How many Oscars was The Color Purple nominated for?
11.
I think 4. Rico's
I was right. I was just flipping out the fucking 11 again.
And
Whoa!
1-0. Wow.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's there's something wrong with that. Anyway.
Yeah. Believable.
Oh, you know what? Since Kateri brought that up, Rico, we've been forgetting to mention. Because the Oscars are going to be so different this year because of COVID and social distancing and all that stuff, Rico and I have decided to postpone our usual Oscar celebration for the year until we get back to, hopefully normal next season next year. So no Oscars commentary this year. We'll still be putting out content. We just won't be doing the Oscars commentary this year. So no interruption in your weekly PodAskew, just no Oscars. So
also, I had put in I don't fucking.
I missed a
I haven't seen any of the
question.
fucking nominations. So I'm like, what's the point at this point?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, but I argue we haven't seen him in previous years either, but that's a whole different conversation.
No, we saw a lot last couple of years.
So
We
All
were
right.
able to make a fucking prediction and an educated guess.
yeah, well, educate. Yeah, it's true. Just Steph, what was Jay's question that was missed?
Name a 1994 film starring Hugo Weaving
94.
as Tick.
It's not Spawn, is it?
I don't think that's 94. I think that's 96 or 7.
You might be right, Rico. You might be right. Yeah.
I saw that in theaters. There's no chance in hell my mom took me when I was 3.
It's not the Tick. There was a Tick movie, I think, like based on the comic book, but I don't think that's it.
There was a Tick show. Unless they made a fucking direct-to-DVD, like, Aussie, New Zealand fucking adaptation. 94, Hugo Weaving.
There was a live action Tick thing for a while, Kateri. I don't remember if it was a movie or a show. Rico might be right. It might have been a show.
There was a show with fucking Patrick Warburton. There was an animated show.
Right.
And
But
there was a live action one recently
Yeah.
on Amazon with fucking Peter Serafikowicz. See, I know that shit, but I can't
You know that
fucking
Tick.
whip. I don't know. I don't know the fucking.
Yeah, you got it stumped. Apparently, Jess knows the answer, so whoever types it in faster, you go for it. Because apparently Jess knows it.
Just stops spit taking.
You know,
Sorry, there was a phone call.
if there's no spitting or pico de gallo making here, we can get an answer.
Well, do you want me to ask Rico a question in the meantime?
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. The only Queen of movie slightly better than Queen of the Damned. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so the 2018 Halloween was released on October 19th. What is significant about that date? Why did they choose October 19th?
I have a guess, but I don't really know. Besides that, I don't think that's why she's asking the question. And if it is why she's asking the question, we got to work on this. We got to broaden out the question reasoning.
No.
I know you are. Sorry, if you don't know where you go, I have a guess, but mine's purely a guess.
My guess is that that's when the original Halloween came out.
That would be my guess too. Yeah, the same date back in '78.
No, that's Michael Myers' birthday.
Nico, you're fired.
I'm sorry. Can you explain to me when the fuck the woe happened, CJ? Go fuck yourself. You're like, when did Neo say whoa? Oh, well, throughout fucking Bram Stoker's Dracula.
In Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
His birthday is October 19th. What a fucking...
I know,
All right.
random.
It's random as fuck. Not as random as his middle name, allegedly.
It's 12 days.
Okay, so for CJ, how long did it take to shoot the Burly Brawl in The Matrix Reloaded?
Oh shit, I know this. Okay, how long did it take to... Steph, I'm just making sure I heard you correctly. How long did it take to actually shoot the scene?
The Burly Brawl scene in The Matrix Reloaded.
Does that include the CGI that's in it? Because not all of it's live action. Do we know?
I think it's only the
The live,
using the
live
film
stuff? Okay.
film reels.
because there's a lot of back and forth between CGI, all CGI and mixtures and stuff. So, wasn't it? I think it's 2 weeks. Rico, we're pulling ourselves out of this fucking competition.
Oh, fuck you. I'm getting more right than you are.
Well, excuse me.
You're the one who said, I know this. Prove it.
You just gotta read more. It is
A month, isn't it?
27 days.
27? That's how you remember. It's 10 less than 37 days.
Yeah.
7 days to shoot that one scene. They made a comment that some productions can be completely finished from start to end in that time.
If I recall, and I don't know if this is one of your questions, I think it took them 2 years to shoot both films because they shot Revolutions and Reloaded at the same time, or Revelations and Reloaded at the same time. I think it took them 2 years to make both those films.
I think it's Revolutions, but
No, it's Revelations. She said it earlier.
all right.
Let's see. So, I was going to ask Jay's question, but it got answered in the chat. Do you want me to ask you anyway?
What's that? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask the question that Jay had posted in chat, but it was answered in chat. Do you want me to ask you guys anyway?
No, I see it. Let's let them have that one. We'll just move on.
Okay. So back to Rico. How many of the Halloween movies have been called Halloween?
With no subtitle? Like no colon, whatever? I'm just curious. Okay.
Yeah,
Just Halloween.
Including the 3.
Correct. It's been used 3 times.
It was
Wait a minute.
stupid that they did that.
But like Halloween Resurrection is still Halloween, right? Like, I mean,
No.
Yeah,
Just
but
Halloween.
just the one word. Okay, that's okay.
so Halloween 78, Halloween 2018, and Halloween Rob Zombie's atrocious piece of shit.
You mean the better of the 3? Yeah.
I swear to God, CJ, I will slap you all the way from here. I'll slap your ass to Philly.
Hey, Steph J asked another question. If you want to skip me and go to her.
Okay. What movie from the 1990s stars RDJ and Mel Gibson?
Oh, I know this one.
Go for it.
Randomly. Air America?
Yeah.
Wait. They also. What was the year?
90.
1990.
Okay, because they made another movie later. That's where it threw me off. So.
Jess
They-
says
they
you're
also-
correct.
Okay. They also did Singing Detective. But I think that was like a couple years later.
Okay, question for CJ.
Yeah.
True or false?
Hold on 1 second, Steph. What question are you talking about, Kateri? Because we did ask a couple questions from the room. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. But probably, because I think we've covered all the room questions except for the one that Jay asked that you answered. Oh, no. No. She asked why Will Smith turned down Neo.
No, I didn't.
I know this answer.
He went to do, was it Ali? No, it wasn't Ali. Was it, no. It was to do another role. I'm trying to remember what the film was, though.
Uh-uh.
All right. I'm about to throw in the towel on my end.
I think it's super simple. If I remember correctly, it was he quote unquote didn't get it, and he would that
right.
was basically
Yeah,
it.
He didn't understand it. It was too complicated or something like that.
From my research, he didn't think that it was all that significant. He thought it would flop. He's just like, eh.
And then he went to Wild West instead.
Yeah.
Steph, you were going to ask me a question from your list, though, so please do.
Yeah, it's a true or false question. Matrix Revolutions was the first film to open both regular and IMAX releases simultaneously.
So it is Revolutions.
The first film? Like the very first? Is that what you're at? I'm just making sure I heard the question correctly. Is that okay?
Yes, Matrix Revolutions was the first film to open both regular and IMAX releases simultaneously.
I saw it in the theater. I know that. And I did see it like opening week. But I don't remember there being an IMAX option. I'm going to go with false, but
it's true.
It is? Okay. You gotta listen. I'm not saying I'm not saying that you're wrong, Steph. I trust that you have the right answer. But in my defense, at the time, not every theater had an IMAX screen, so I think the theater I went to probably didn't offer IMAX, so I wouldn't have known that it was available.
So the rationale was Reloaded did so well when they had because they first released it normal and then they did a release with IMAX, and it grossed in so much that they decided for Revolutions that they were going to do them simultaneously.
And it backfired. Now that I think about it.
Let's see. There's another question in the room?
I think Kateri answered it though.
Okay, let's see. Where does Halloween 1978 take place?
Haddonfield, Illinois.
Based on Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Where Deborah Hill was born.
Yeah. Which is 15 minutes that way.
CJ, what jazz song is playing when Neo sees the Oracle in Matrix and in Revolutions?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You need to hit those books, Siege.
I'm sorry. I tried to pick things that you would know.
I don't remember I honestly don't remember music playing either time he sees her, or any of the 3 times he sees, because he sees her 3 times throughout the trilogy, and I don't remember there ever being music playing at any of them. Because right before he meets her the first time, he's playing he's literally bending the spoon for the first time with one of the potentials, who eventually become called the Orphans once they realize Neo's the one. I don't remember any jazz music there. And the second time, they're in that fucking park where the Burly Brawl plays, or fight happens, so there's no... I don't know.
I'm beginning to see the light.
It makes sense.
CJ, I'm not trying to be a douche, but can I ask a Matrix question?
Yeah.
When did The Matrix come out in theaters?
The first one?
Yeah.
If you need the exact date, I don't know it. It's 99.
No. Yeah, give me the year. 99?
99, yeah.
All right. I just want someone to proofread that to see if it's true.
I don't know.
Because you have to at least acknowledge, like, that's probably going to be at least one of the questions. It's like, when did it come out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matrix is 99. I believe Reloaded was 2003. I think I'm
pretty sure. I think it's 2 and then 3.
It's either 3, 4, or 2, 3. I'll give you that, Rico. But they're back-to-back years. They pulled the Lord of the Rings with 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Question for Rico. What is the fear meter? Fear meter.
Because they shot it out of order, Carpenter gave Jamie Lee a fear meter, which was, okay, in this scene you're at a fucking 6.5, how scared you are. Next scene you're at like a fucking 4. You know, shit like that.
Excellent. Okay, next question for CJ.
By the way, for the one in
You
the room,
actually
I
answered
fucking
that
knew
one.
that one. Anyway, go ahead.
What does the digital green rain, the code that opens in the first Matrix film, come from? What is it mostly comprised of?
What?
The code. What is it comprised of? In the very very first time you see it in the opening of the Matrix.
What is it comprised of? Oh, the very, very first. Okay. It's all numbers. I don't know if they're meant to be any specific numbers, but it's all numbers. Well, then we're not talking about the same. I don't know what you're referring to then.
They said that it was Japanese characters that he took from his wife's cookbooks.
Yeah, you're about that, Terry. About 20 minutes.
I'm pretty sure, though, to your defense, that it does change from characters to numbers.
Right,
Yeah,
they narrow down the number.
As it zooms in.
Yeah, it narrows down to a specific phone number, which I'm sure is one of the other goddamn questions that I won't know the answer to.
Oh,
I didn't put that in. I didn't put that in the questions. Let's see. Question for Rico. Okay, Michael Myers was 5'10" in Halloween 1978. But how tall was he in Rob Zombie's remake?
Oh, something.
6'4".
No, he's taller than that. He's 6'8".
So close.
6'7". Oh, 6'9".
6'9".
69, dude.
Yeah, Tyler Mane is a fucking tall fuck.
I've been reading through my cards. I haven't been paying attention if anyone else asked questions.
I think there's questions, and I think they've been answered.
They've been answering. Yeah.
How many?
Okay, so they've been doing their own.
How many years are between the second Bad Boys movie and Bad Boys for Life? You should be able to answer that, Siege.
I think it's 15.
$16.
That was close.
You're really
CJ.
close.
Yeah, I think the idea was for it to be 15 years in movie time, but with the release and the time it takes to film and everything, it ended up being 16. But I think it's meant to be 15 years between. Jay's got one that wasn't answered. Jay, can you punch it in again or whatever? We missed it. Sorry, girl.
Oh, I know what it is. It's named the 1996 film starring Claudia Karvan and Guy Pearce.
That's not the time machine, is it?
No, it's 2000 and something. I think it's 2001. I'm going to go with Memento. I don't fucking know. Oh, it's Memento? Oh, fuck me. Glad I ironically remembered that.
Let's see. For CJ, in the first Matrix movie, there are products in the movie. Can you name any of them?
Jay said no. Oh, she's saying yep to the question, but no to my answer. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Memento is like 98. Fuck. Repeat his question again. Sorry, Steph.
So there's a bunch of products that are in the first Matrix movie. I found 4. Can you name any of them?
The Duracell battery. It's definitely one.
Technically, you got that answer correct.
No, I want to see if I can guess one of the couple. I mean, yes, in terms of, but I want to see if I can get a couple of the other ones real quick. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on it, Rico. Just want to see if we can get a couple others.
Right.
Oh, there's a FedEx package. That's probably another one.
Do the sunglasses count?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually, there's a significant thing about the
Well,
sunglasses.
there's the Ray-Bans all the way, or Ray-Bans all the way through the film, if I'm correct. No, not
They're
Ray-Bans.
Oakleys.
No, they're not Oakleys.
Oh.
Well, eventually they became their own brand because I owned a pair, but I don't know what they started as.
Blind, BLINDE. In the first movie, they were not available for purchase to the free public, but then they started making it available to everyone in the.
And now that I know that, I'm gonna look up for the ones I lost in that car accident because I had the ones that the fucking I had the ones that Niobe's co-pilot used to wear. Anyway.
Well, there was another trivia question that referenced the Duracell battery.
Well, what were the other products, Jess? Can you give me that for a minute? Jess, sorry. I was just looking at Jess's icon. That's what threw me.
No worries. Panasonic was the headphones and the alarm clock. And Nokia modified their 8100 model of phone to include a spring that was only for the movie.
I remember because so many people, myself included, wanted that model phone after the movie. I wanted one of those, and they never made them.
So those are the other ones that were in the questions. Neo gets nicknamed kind of like a slur, and it was based off the Duracell battery. Do you remember what it was?
Copper top. Because it's
yeah, that was one of the trivia questions.
Because it's Switch that calls him that, if I'm correct. Switch is the one that calls him Copper top a couple of times, actually, if I recall.
Yes. Okay, for Rico, where did fans of the movie replicate Michael Myers' childhood home?
Where did fans of the movie replicate Michael Myers' childhood home?
They recreated it. Where did they do it?
I'm purely guessing, but Haddonfield, New Jersey?
I was leaning towards that, but I don't. Oh, so no. Universal Studios, like Nights of Horror or something?
No, in North Carolina on a 5-acre farmland.
No, because not every movie is in Jersey, but Haddonfield in the Halloween movies is based on Haddonfield, New Jersey, which is where the writer is from. That's why it was a logical guess.
Why the fuck is it in North Carolina? Why? That doesn't make any bit of goddamn sense.
Because that's where they...
Is that where they filmed it?
No, they filmed it in Los Angeles.
I'm assuming that's where they live. They're fans.
Oh, okay, but... okay. All right, I was expecting like a fucking festival or something. There's some dudes fucking be like, all right, we're going to take this house and fuck it up to make it look like the old Myers place. Got it.
But the reason why I know that, Kateri, is
okay.
Sorry, real quick. Kateri, the reason I know that is because being that Haddonfield is literally 15 minutes that way. So the fact that I live so close, and when I grew up, I lived in a town that was literally the next town over. So like when you grow up that close to the inspiration for the film, it's you just know it. It's like everybody that lives in the area just fucking knows that that's where it comes from, which is so funny. Just to get into information, Haddonfield is about as posh a town in New Jersey as you can get. Like it's nothing. I mean, it's high end shit. Like so, the homes. I think. I mean, for New Jersey, you got to keep in mind, but it started at like $750,000. Which for New Jersey, that's high end. I mean, that's no joke. That's high end.
That's a slum in fucking Oakland.
Well, whatever. But I mean, it starts at like 750. The houses
Right.
start at $750,000, and like all the shops and stuff are all like like they're not like stuff like Nordstrom's, but it's high end crap. That's where the first Starbucks in South Jersey was. I'm pretty sure.
Friday the 13th was also filmed and set in New Jersey, by the way.
There you go. I didn't know that one, so there you go.
Wherever the fuck there's woods and lakes, that's where Jason fucking hangs out.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow down in New Jersey at all. Trust me.
Right. It's East Bumblefuck.
But anyway, go ahead, because we're getting down. We got about 5 more minutes for questions, and then we'll just fuck around for 5 more minutes and call it a night.
Okay. Multiple choice question
All
for
right.
CJ. What restaurant does Cypher eat his steak? Remember when he was trying to make a
No, I
deal?
remember the scene. I don't remember they
To
ever
get out?
actually ever saying what the goddamn restaurant was.
Well, A, 41 of New York. B, 41 of Australia. C, 41 of Ireland. D, 41 of Germany.
Okay, well, wait a minute. I have to ask. Are they talking about where it was actually filmed or what it's supposed to be in the film? Like what it's supposed to be in the movie or where it was actually shot?
It doesn't go into
All right,
that much detail.
Then I'm taking a pure on guess with 41 of Australia because most of the film was shot in Sydney. So, okay, yeah,
Correct.
then okay.
And side note, that restaurant no
God
longer
damn it, Jay!
exists.
What's with you and not having a restaurant around me anymore?
Let's see, for Rico. How did Ben Tramer
Oh, he
die?
got hit by a fucking car and burned to death.
I was going to say badly, so I'm not
Correct.
wrong.
That was really bad. Ben Tramer is the fucking guy that Lori had. Hey, Celesta. That fucking Jamie
Wow.
Lee, that Lori has a fucking crush on, and then he stupidly happens to be wearing the same fucking costume as Michael Myers, and a cop just fucking barrels into him and just burns him up, and you're like, that costume was not a thing. Why was he dressed as that?
For CJ, true or false? They CGI'd Keanu Reeves to be thinner for when he woke up from the Matrix.
True or false? You said.
True or false?
I'm going false. Yeah.
Correct. He actually lost 15 pounds, which made those scenes some of the last scenes to be
But
shot.
that's also. I mean, because they much like we give Natalie Portman credit for V for Vendetta, he did shave his head for those scenes, so that would make sense for him to shoot that at the end.
Jay, I'm answering one of the films for your question. It's fucking Muriel's Wedding. I can't remember the other one.
Mamma Mia.
No, not Mamma Mia didn't come out in '94.
Mamma Mia
I mean,
2?
yes, because that came out in '94.
Okay, Rico. What other face masks were considered to be used for Michael Myers? A. Emmett Kelly. B. Richard Nixon. C. Spock. Or a combination of Emmett Kelly, Spock, combination of Richard Nixon, Spock, or all three.
I don't know who Emmett Kelly is. The only mask I know of that was a probability was a clown mask. So if Emmett Kelly was a fucking clown, then that's the answer.
We'll just do process of elimination. You know that Spock is not one. You know Nixon. Well, Nixon was a clown, but not in the way you're mentioning it. And then, and neither is the other. So I'm with Rico.
All three of them were considered.
Bullshit.
That's awful. Although, to be fair, if I saw a guy who's fucking wearing a fucking Nixon mask and chasing after me with a knife, I would run.
I'd be more scared of that than the actual thing they used.
4CJ. True or false? Keanu went out of a 34-story window for the movie.
Like he jumped out of a 34-story window?
No, the opening scene in the first movie. Well, not
Yeah.
opening, but when he's got the phone call and
Yeah.
has to go out the window.
I'm thinking a word cut out when you were talking because I'm not hearing a question. I'm just hearing.
True or false? Keanu went out a 34-story
He never
window
actually
for
went
the
out
movie.
the window. Well, I mean, he put half.
Yeah, he
his
does.
No, I guess technically. He doesn't go all the way out. I think.
Yeah, he walks around the fucking
over to
thing.
that
Yeah.
pillar, to the pillar. Yeah. I really want to say true, but I can't imagine insurance would have let him do that. I'm gonna stick with true though.
Well,
Yeah.
You should, because he did. He did it instead of a stunt double, which was extremely dangerous.
They had to have had him rigged in some capacity in case he fell. No? Well.
No, he just
No,
Tom
Cruise
Cruise
wears
it.
rigs. They just hide him well.
Kateri's question: name the
Not all
film
the time.
Denzel won his first Oscar for.
Wasn't that Training Day?
I think it was Glory.
Oh, did he win one for Glory? Okay.
I think he won for Glory.
I thought he was nominated but didn't win for Glory, but I could be wrong. Glory is right.
correct.
Okay. I wasn't 100% on that one, but I knew he was nominated. I didn't remember if he won that one.
Okay, for Rico. What movie broke Halloween's 1978 record of most profitable film?
Most profitable film, period, or horror film?
Most profitable film.
Reservoir Dogs.
No way.
Reservoir Dogs spent a lot of money.
Mm-mm. I'll give you a hint. It was released in 1999.
Is this the fucking Matrix? Okay.
That would have been fucking
No.
ironic as shit.
Right.
It was the Blair
That
Witch
makes sense.
Project.
That does make sense. All he did was fucking take a camera and walk out in the fucking woods. What's the budget?
Yeah,
4
Jess,
cents?
Jess just gave a major clue, but we already said it before I think she hit enter.
Let's see. How are we on time, guys? How
I
many
was going to
questions do I
stop
get
at
to
50,
ask?
but we're at 52. Let's just go to 55, so you can do a couple more. At least one more for each of us.
Right.
Okay. Was the Matrix Reloaded freeway scene a set or filmed in real life?
I know this answer.
I thought it was both. They used some practical and then some set. I'm gonna go with it was Real Highway.
It was a set. It took them 3 months to shoot the scene, and if I remember correctly from the thing, I didn't write it down, but there were like 200 cars that were donated and destroyed.
That seems low, actually.
Jay's got a question. Which 1992 film stars Drew Barrymore and Sarah Gilbert?
'92.
That'd be around Roseanne.
It would be. Yeah, it wouldn't be Scream. Sarah Gilbert. It wouldn't be Scream, would it?
No.
Never Been Kissed is too early. That's like 97 or something like that. But she's not in. I don't think Sarah Gilbert's in that anyway.
1992. I'm gonna go. This is a real stab in the fucking dark, which is what I'm gonna do to CJ if he talks shit about Halloween some more. I can't fucking remember it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I got nothing.
Well, while she types it out, I'll ask one last question for Rico. What is Michael Myers the name a homage to?
Oh, it was a English producer or friend of John Carpenter when they were doing Assault on Precinct 13.
Yeah, pretty close. After the distributor of Assault on Precinct 13, as a thank you for the successful release of
See,
the
that
film.
was the one I was trying to fucking remember was Poison Ivy. God damn it. I did know it. I've never seen it, but I fucking know it. Fuck.
All right, guys. Well, thank you.
By the way, Poison Ivy is just the foliage in fucking Australia.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us and sharing your questions, Kateri and Jay, for your questions. They were huge helps to throw in those random ones outside of the ones that we asked Steph to compile for us for our specified topics. The next time we do this with Steph will probably be our secondary topics, so Fast and the Furious and Mafia films, I would think. We were supposed. I'm not going to get into who, but we were supposed to have a different host tonight who had to step away for personal reasons, and that person we're still going to be doing this with again sometime soon, possibly even next week, if not the week after. And they have more Matrix and Halloween-based questions, and could potentially have very similar ones. So even if there are some of the same, it would be good to get them again, to just get them, ingrained in the brain. But thank you all for hanging out with us. We very much appreciate it. Up next, we have DJ Celesta on radio airwaves. We'll be simulcasting as we have been for the last several weeks. And looking forward to that show as always, because she does have some kick-ass music she always plays for us and answers our challenges of all demon music like last time, maybe. Because we threw that at her and she was like, oh, yeah, fuck you. Watch me do 2 hours of demon songs. And she damn well did it. So that was pretty awesome. And then catch me back tomorrow night on Radio Airways as DJ Xanthus on from 10 to midnight. I've not decided an exact theme yet. I honestly think we're just going to kind of wing it a little bit, just play a lot of good metal and rock. No real theme, but just playing some heavy shit, because I've only done alphabets and pieces for the last 3 shows, and there's not been a whole lot of rock and metal in those episodes, so I'm going through withdrawals. So I think we need to hit with some heavy stuff this upcoming Saturday. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Just some of my favorites left, different songs and artists and whatever. So that'll be tomorrow night from 10 to midnight, radio airwaves, and then we will have on Monday. Well, not all, at least rock and metal, because I have some Akadaka for you in mind, Jay. So we'll be playing some of that too, and I wouldn't call that metal, but it'll certainly be played. New metal doesn't count. Fuck you, Jess.
Old metal is the only thing that counts.
So
not new metal, old metal.
Yeah. I love you, Jess. You know I do. So please hang around and listen to Celesta tonight. Come check me out tomorrow night, and be on the lookout on Monday for new PodAskew of the Cyber Warfare Division. So thanks again for hanging out with us, and we will see you all here next week.
PodAskew.